similarities and differences that NBA 2K25 has to 2K24. So today I'll be giving you my first impression of slashing and finishing in NBA 2K25. With the ability to be able to test out meter dunks when it comes to driving and standing dunks, when it comes to standing dunks in general, when it comes to even post scoring in NBA 2K25, that is actually dangerous. Like it really gets like hectic when it comes to the post scoring. You're gonna see how crazy it really gets. No matter if it's LeBron or no matter if it's Giannis, if they can get in that paint and they got some decent post badges, they're gonna mostly score every single time. And I can't forget about the layup ability on this game. Y'all remember layups was super OP last year, like very OP. Now with the layup I just did with Giannis, I did a blowout dribble, end up bumping LeBron, use my physical handle slash dribbler badge to end up countering LeBron bump, and they end up giving me a slithery animation at the last second. Now we're gonna get real and deep when it comes to layups as well, because the layup packages and things like that, it's some layup packages that will be overpowered as I've been seeing lately, and some layups that was very overpowered last year are still somewhat overpowered, but some of them got nerfed. Now when it come out the gate, I let the CPU get the ball. I end up trying to get a block on a standing dunk and it didn't happen. I noticed when it comes to these standing dunks, I don't really get blocked with somebody behind me, and we're playing on Superstar and Hall of Fame. I notice most of the time if I end up getting blocked, if somebody's in front of me, like on the left or the right or exactly in front of me when it comes to getting blocked. But you see LeBron James just drop step Giannis for a standing dunk. And when I looked at their strengths, they had very similar actual attributes. Now LeBron does have a higher badge rating than him when it comes to the post up power and the post power, like whatever badge that is. Those two badges he does have higher than Giannis, and he gets them right out the way. Because when I tried it with Giannis, he can do it on smaller defenders, even with some bigger defenders. But if it seems like they don't have a high interior, and interior is going to be very important this year, if they don't have a high interior, it's a free bucket almost every time. With this is literally physical dribbler, get past them, and then you got the physical finisher badge, and you want to get an easy bucket every single time, especially when it's a small guard with no strength going against a Giannis like this, a slasher. It's going to be an easy bucket every single time. Now, it was times I was just driving in, just testing out the right stick dunks, the meter dunks, and when I was doing this, it was kind of easy to me. It's kind of similar to 2K24. If you beat your defender off the dribble and they are on your hip or something like that, you're going to be able to make that dunk, and the meter is going to be big. The thing about the meter, I don't like how the meter looked, especially this one. I would love to use a whole different meter because you can't really tell. I don't even pay attention to the meter when I'm dunking most of the time now. But I know a lot of you guys remember in 2K24, if somebody was in the paint, you will have a small meter. It's kind of similar in 2K25, to be honest, but it seems like it's a bigger green window when you're dunking on somebody compared to 2K24, because you know in 2K24 that meter was small, but if you dunk on somebody and they're under that paint, it's a little bit bigger than what you're used to, but it's still greenable. Like, it's gonna be greenable. The meter is faster. That's one thing I can definitely say. For regular driving dunks, regular like standing dunks, when it comes to meter, it is faster. I don't know if fast twitch actually works this year, like it's supposed to have been working, but bro, fast twitch, the meter just shoots up fast, and I'm gonna show you how crazy the meter shoots up fast when I end up bringing out Giannis again. But for some reason, if it's at least like 2 people around the area in the paint, it seems like your dunk meter is very slow. Like every time I went to go up, and it's at least like say Drew Holiday and Jason Tatum right in that area, my meter was very slow compared to what it was before when it was just one person in the paint. Cause see, Jason Tatum right there, I got a very early again. And then your meter is going to be slower based on the dunk animations you get, but that's how it's always been in the past 2Ks. If you got a certain animation, you get a faster meter. If you got a slower animation, you get a slower meter. But it seemed like it was insane. But here goes the standing dunk that I was talking about. I did a standing dunk instantly off the rebound. The meter shoots up before I even get off the ground. Standing dunks in this game are still good, but when it comes to this meter dunk, you got to get used to the timing because the timing is very fast. Like I said, before you even get off the ground, the meter is already timed. And it kind of threw me off when I kept looking at it over because it was hella fast. Like, even if you make like a 6'8" or 6'9" center, I'm gonna tell you this now, it's gonna be still fast. But one thing I definitely tried when I was there when it comes to the standing dunks is the jab steps in the paint. The jab steps in the paint, I wasn't able to do a jab step in the paint. Like, when you're on a block, you could, but once you actually get into like the paint, like the actual like in the paint, you can't do a jab step. It was making me do pump fakes, but when it comes to drop stepper in this game, oh my god, post scorers are gonna have fun. Post scoring with the badges and drop step, oh my god. I even was out there with Luka with immovable force on Hall of Fame, and I was still getting baby. Even though I know it's Kareem Opal, but immovable force on Hall of Fame, you're gonna have legend to stop these post scorers. Even though Anthony Davis got rise up on silver and the powerhouse back down badge, all that, and he got it on gold. Porzingis, he has some good defensive badges. I think his defensive badges are on gold and silver, but bro, when I tell you, when the Giannis and LeBron matchup happened and I seen LeBron drop step Giannis, I was so confused, and the only thing being is because of the badge level that he had. And then when it comes to mismatches like this, having strong handler and having that physical finisher badge, it's just gonna be easy, especially if you're someone that's more dominant when it comes to slashing and dunking the ball. But I definitely recommend you to at least put strength on your build, have strong handler, physical finisher. Those are 2 important badges. You can get a lot of defenders out the way, especially if they a defender, they only got like a 70 strength or 80 strength. You're gonna be able to get them out the way, because even when I was drop stepping LeBron, he still stayed in front of me, but I still end up making this layup, and this is on Superstar. But when it came to the lobs, this is about the same. Contact lobs, regular lobs, they're about the same in 2K24. You're gonna be able to get a contact lob as long as you're in the right angle. You're gonna be able to catch lobs the same way. I haven't seen nothing too overpowered about the lobs, because I even threw a lob in 2K24 that was very similar to that. And it was based on the position, if you want to get knocked out the air or you're going to end up getting the dunk that you want. But if you end up having a low pass accuracy and you're trying to throw a lob, it could get snatched out the air. Now, as you see, I run around with D'Angelo Russell, throw the lob, Giannis in the paint. That's a big body contact dunk. As you've seen, Giannis is at the restricted area by the time it ended up happening. But he was in the middle of the paint. It did drag him a little, but that's kind of normal for the past 2Ks, like the 2K23s, the 2K24s. You usually end up getting dragged in contact lines most of the time when it came to those type of actual animations. Now, going head up with people, it's greenable like I told you earlier, but you gotta really time it. You really have to time it. Like, you can now go up, head up on people, but you gotta actually time it, because Porzingis, he literally is in that lane. But you see, I end up getting the best animation possible, and it pushed Porzingis back to the paint. I can understand if it was something like this, Dr. J is on my hip and I get the crazy contact dunk and miss, but it seems like it's way faster. Like I told you, if somebody is next to you and it's only one person, your meter's fast. If it's 2 people or something like that, it's going to be slow. As you see, Giannis just body literally D-Lo out the way. Literally, little boy moved him out the way. I told you, physical finisher, having that strength, physical handle, get him out the way, stand and dunk, easy, no problem. And for the people that do a lot of blowout dribbles up the court, even if you want to learn how to left stick out the court, like, look, Giannis, this is literally left stick and blowout dribble. Get out the court, I didn't do no dribble moves, get down to that lane, easy dunk to a contact. From left stick to a blowout dribble, back to a left stick to still finish and get a dunk, it is still possible to get blocked. You're going to get blocked. It don't matter if you're going for a dunk, it don't matter if you're going for a layup, you're going to be able to get blocked. And like I told you, when it comes to these blocks, it seemed like I only got blocked if somebody was in front of me. If they was on the top left, top right, or actually in front of me, that was like the only time I got blocked. But if I was behind somebody trying to block the shot, I was not getting the block. Now, when it comes to the layup ability on this game, I'm gonna be honest, LeBron, I don't know what LeBron was on. Like, every time I went up for a layup, even if it was an acrobatic layup, I got knocked out a few animations and it still went in. This is on Superstar. Even when I matched up with the Bucks and ended up using LeBron, I even took layups like this to the hole and they still went in. I don't know if it was because I didn't change the settings when it comes to timing the layup. I kept it on difficulty base versus having like high risk or high reward, something like that, or low risk or normal. Like, I didn't change none of that. I just kept it on normal. I don't think I really changed is from keeping the actual layup from being real player percentage. Even though most of the layups I end up doing, I had the time, but some of them, if I got bumped out of them, I didn't have to time them. I don't know what it was. It was very RNG when it came to actually having the time. Because look, right here, I didn't have to time it. But the next play I ended up playing as Ja, I had to time it. Now look, for the layups that I actually mess with, Tyrese Halliburton got a great layup package. His floater reminds me of Devin Booker. Darius Garland got a nice layup package. I don't know, that Euro stuff is just so tough. When he bring the ball over the defender head, that Euro is actually tough and it's easy time. I think I did it about like 3 or 4 times with him, but it was actually fun to try out the layup packages. But when it comes to the style of the layup, I would still say like Euro steps, floaters, things like that are still good. Even the scoopers are still decent. They did tone down on the way the scoopers end up going and how quick they activate, but they're still decent. As you see, I had to time this actual layup versus the last time I was Ja Morant, they made me time this one. But look, testing out the layup packages, I seen Tyrese Halliburton had a decent one last year, and this layup package literally looks like Devin Booker to me. If you remember 2K24 Devin Booker floater, this is very similar to that Devin Booker floater almost. I know Tyrese Halliburton had a floater that was similar, but it wasn't that high. It was a quick little, you know what I'm saying, 1-2 and you up in the air. But when I was trying some acrobatic moves in the air, it was sometimes it'll drop, sometimes it won't. For right now, I feel like it's not super overpowered because last year you could be in a crazy contact layup and you can just jelly out of it and make the layup like super contested. But look, for my final conclusion on finishing, slashing, all that type of things on 2K25, I'm gonna say this now. I could give it like a grade, like a 7.5. 7.5, almost 8. There's some potential. It's a lot of good things and it's a lot of crazy things. Like drop stepper is OD. Like drop stepper is OD, I'm gonna be honest to you. when it comes to blocking shots, like actually being behind somebody, it seems like you can't block a standing dunk if you're behind somebody. That's one thing. I'm kind of happy that they end up making the meter a little bit bigger when it comes to in front of people contact dunks compared to 2K24, because 2K24, y'all know it was literally a small meter. Now it's a little bit timeable, like I told you, it's more timeable than it was in 2K24, but hey, once we end up getting a different meter and actually seeing how big of a difference it is, some people are gonna feel like slashing is about the same or even better on this game, other than the OD layups that it was in 2K24. The layups, you still can knock down some crazy things with the layups, but hey, when it comes to those scooper layups, they did tone them down. I said that before, they definitely turned them down, but it seemed like the floaters are still money. You just gotta find that floater that works perfectly for you. Now when it comes to the meters, I'm gonna tell you this now, the meters, they're about the same, to be honest. It's a little bit improvement, but also they're just faster. The whole game is faster. Like when it comes to shooting, the shot timing is faster, the dunking is faster, the standing dunks are faster. So you're gonna have to adjust when it comes to those, because just everything is way quicker than it was in 2K24. But if you got any more questions about finishing on NBA 2K25, I know I got a video out, and I think my man's Laker fan is gonna drop a full in-depth video, so make sure you check out his video as well. If you got any questions, drop them down in the comment section. Make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe, make sure you turn on notifications if y'all haven't yet. We do have more videos coming up. Let me know if y'all want that video on shooting and defense on NBA 2K25. Check out the 2 videos on the screen if you haven't yet, man, and I'm out.